Hello and welcome for the Greek for the week. I decided to pick a short one today from the last part of Luke chapter 12. Pour elthon balein epitane gain. Fire, pyromaniac. Fire I came to cast upon the land, upon the earth. Little poetic here, isn't it? Because I came, the subject I. Normally in English we say, and in Greek too, we would, I suppose, more often put the object after the verb. But of course, Greek, you fly by the instruments, you fly by the endings. Pour is a neuter, so it's accusative, I would say, neuter accusative singular fire. Elthon is accusative. I'm sorry, it's not accusative. Elthon is aorist active indicative, first singular from erchomai. It's irregular. And so you just have to memorize it. Elth is the stem, the aorist stem of erchomai. I came. Very important, very high frequency form in the New Testament, something you should memorize. I came. Eta is augmented, an augmented epsilon. Again, I came. I is the subject. Own is a slightly ambiguous ending because own could either be first person singular or third plural. Here, I think it's I, first person singular. So I came fire to cast. This is an infinitive. 6 out of 7 infinitives end in I, or 6 out of the 7 infinitive endings are I. The other one is ain. Ain is normally a present infinitive ending, but it also goes on second aorists. So balo in the present stem has 2 lambdas, but when it loses a lambda, this is an aorist here. Aorist active infinitive from balo, ballistics, to cast. I came to cast fire upon the land, upon the earth. Of course, I try to use land sometimes to remind us that they didn't think of a sphere. They thought of a flat land. Earth infects the interpretation with our categories. But anyway, I came to cast fire upon the land. Now this is a little, I find this difficult here. I know all the words, but putting it into good English. And what, actually how is a better translation, probably. This is the neuter interrogative pronoun, but I kept it with what, because how is an unusual translation for tit. There's another word for how, pos, so, and what I want, if already it was set on fire. So it's something, the best translation is something like, how I wish it were already cast on fire. Conditional, is a conditional junction, what's your function? What I want, what I wish, this is a present active indicative first singular from Thello, and how I wish if already it was set on fire. So theta eta is aorist passive. That eta is an augment. This is from anopto, or perhaps, anopto. So set on fire or kindled, it was already kindled. So the theta eta, so the alpha of anopto, so you never augment the conjunction on a compound. You augment the base word. So opto, the alpha lengthens to an eta, and then the P goes breathy to harmonize with the theta. And then the tau is dentals, like my teeth, often fall out. So the tau went away. Arr, arr, arr. So it was set on fire. It was kindled, passive. Aorist passive indicative, third singular from anopto. Okay, Jesus, I don't think Jesus is saying, I like conflict. I like people to argue with each other. That's not what he's saying. Because what is the fire here, if not the fire of the final judgment, which is the final setting of everything right? So what Jesus is basically saying, how I wish that everything was set right. Well, this has been the Greek for the week.